All right, so you might be asking yourself, what is the next project here at the Vinyl Village Garage? Great Pumpkin is done. A lot of fun building that car, but it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Well, I'm not sure getting bigger and better. That car came out fantastic, but I had so much fun doing that. I got inspired to do a couple more things. Now, I've dropped a few hints. I have a 1968 Firebird convertible that my dad purchased. It could be the next one. I even bought myself a 1969 Firebird 400 4-speed car, mind you. I actually got the PHS to prove it now. That could be a really fun project, but neither one of those is going to be the next one on the chopping block here. And you also see that I actually somehow stumbled upon a 1969 GTO Judge. What are the odds of that? I don't know. This YouTube journey has been fantastic. Opened opportunities, doors, met a lot of you. Great opportunities when it comes to buying cars now that I would never dream of owning. So this has been really rewarding and fun. Now, I don't make a whole lot of money on YouTube. They don't pay a whole lot for this stuff, but that's not why I've done this. It is just kind of share what was happening inside my head, what I've done with these cars, how I get it done in a small space like a 2-car garage and still get fantastic results was the goal. The side effect is I've made some of my best friends I've ever had now in my entire life, and I've found some really cool cars. But nonetheless, I've rambled on enough. I've got a white t-shirt on for a reason. I love pursuing new challenges and pushing myself a little further each time. So this next project, I'm going to wear white t-shirts the entire time and not get them dirty. We're going to add a twist to the challenge. And the other part of this car is super rare, 1 of 8. If it was a real one, maybe you guys figure that out. I love these cars, probably my favorite kind of car, and I have one sort of like it. But this one's going to be different. It's going to be as close to the real thing as you can get besides the price tag. We're not going to spend $1 million on this car, sell it for $1 million. But we are going to build, if you haven't guessed already, 1969 Trans Am convertible. We're going to do everything we possibly can to make it look like one of the 8. We're going to drop a 400 under the hood. We're going to install the Ram air pans. We're going to try to get my hands on some Ram air exhaust manifolds and put on the car. So quick glance looking at the car, it's going to be the part 100%, but we're not going to bother with date codes and the exact part numbers. We're going to get to look the part without breaking the bank. And the white t-shirt part, well, that part wasn't true. I was just kind of having some fun. I just happened to be wearing a white shirt and whatever. But let me show you the car. We've actually got it torn apart a little bit. My buddy Dave came down, and we just got a little too excited. We started ripping this thing apart. But let me show you the project and come up with a plan. Was it one last joyride before she's brought back to life? One last go around. We're probably about an hour and a half into screwing around out here playing cars. We got the fenders ripped off it, exposing a little more of the dirt and crud and the madness, you could say, but not looking horrible down here. I've seen these things completely rusted out, but we got a little work right here it's gonna need done, but it's not too bad. I think that's okay. We've got to fix the typical fender bolt. That's nothing out of the ordinary, but this isn't looking too horribly bad. Now, core support, battery where it was at killed the core support, so not a surprise. But making some good progress. I'm gonna work on getting the front bumper assembly removed off the car, cowling, window trim, and then maybe the convertible roof.
hour already started.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nonetheless, changing out the window trim. Each tool kind of has this little hook on it. There's different versions of it, but it all works on the same principle. We're going to get in here behind the trim and actually snag the clips, and you can actually pry them loose. I'm going to actually pop the trim loose here. And then I'll show you once I get the trim out of the way, but you just basically, it's still held down, but you get behind that clip, pry it forward, it lets go of the trim most of the time. There we go. Now what I'm doing, what you can't see though, this is those clips. I'm getting here behind it, pulling it like this, and then it releases it from the trim. So there's 1, 2, 3 on the side and a handful across the top. I just wanted you guys to see that. Now back to tearing this thing apart. All right, there you go. Oh. New sunroof. It's a new sunroof.
Well, I always wanted.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. See, that looks better already. Look at that. Okay, here it is in all of its glory. 1969 Trans Am convertible, right? Now, 350 two-barrel car, better known as Baby Cakes. Bought this car in New York, and here's a really cool thing. Check this out. It's perfect circles on that subframe still. Mind blown. I have never seen that in these cars I've torn apart. So that's cool. Got the, as you call it, the orange Mountain Dew cans. We're going to try to stack those guys to the ceiling as we're working on this car. But you see it. We've got it torn apart. We spent an afternoon when Dave got here. He just wanted to tear this car if we went back to Tennessee. So that's what we did. So I didn't get a lot of footage tearing it apart. But when it comes to tearing these cars apart, I don't think it's overly complicated because a lot of times anybody, for the most part, can disassemble these cars because that's what happens to a lot of them. And then they become overwhelmed. And then I buy cars that look like this because I can put them back together. And you can too by watching what we do here. So don't lose interest. Don't lose faith in your project. We can put it back together. This is going to be a 1969 Firebird convertible for the most part. So if you have one of these, we're going to cover it from here all the way back to there, putting it back together. But right now we're still in the tear down stage. We're going to make a list of parts, get a bunch of sheet metal stuff going on it, and get a lot of sheet metal work done because we already have the cool Trans Am hood. Now, the inside of the car, we took the seats, the carpet, everything out. And surprisingly, yes, it has some holes in the floor. Driver's side being the worst. Look at that rocker panel. So we're going to do some metal work. That's what we're going to get into on this go-around on building a car here in the Vinyl Village garage. Now, doesn't that look like total fun, tearing your car apart in your garage, making one heck of a mess, playing with your buddies? We don't have that many hours up to it. Now, there's 3 of us working, but we're really any more effective or not? No idea. We just had a great time tearing this thing apart. So that's step 1, tear down. That's what we're going to get into. We're going to make a list, going to start ordering parts. We're going to start turning and burning another car. This is technically car number 3 down in the Vinyl Village garage. Or car number 1, I guess we'll call it the Pumpkin. But car number 0 was the Trans Marado. It was built right here in this spot, but wasn't doing YouTube then. So this one here, we're going to do it just the same, step by step, every part of the whole build, bringing it all to you on videos, and hope you guys enjoy these videos. And please share them with your friends and keep helping me grow this channel, turn into something really cool. So far, so good. Super happy with the results, but I know it doesn't happen with you viewers watching and supporting the channel, and appreciate the comments and the words of encouragement. And when I do something wrong, it's fine too. You can tell me. Doesn't happen very often, but you can point it out just the same. But nonetheless, we'll keep working on the Project Trans Am. Gonna work on a name still. I'm not totally sold on that, but we'll come up with a name. But we're gonna call it the Trans Am for now until we come up with a really clever name. Maybe we'll just stick with it. Or maybe you get an idea, let me know. But nonetheless, appreciate you following the journey of this car, and we'll see you guys next time.